Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद् अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद् शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर शिल प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की समवेत भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assemble devotees, all glories to assemble devotees, all glories to assemble devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padkamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vidhansha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्षे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Chapter 15, Canto 7, Chapter 15. Instructions for civilized human beings. Text 24. कृपया भूतजं दुःखं दैवं जयात् समाधिना आत्मजं योगवीर्येण निद्रां सत्त्वनिषेवया। कृपया भूतजं दुःखं दैवं जयात् समाधिना आत्मजं योगवीर्येण निद्रां सत्त्वनिषेवया। कृपया भूतजं दुःखं दैवं जयात् समाधिना आत्मजं योगवीर्येण निद्रां सत्त्वनिषेवया। माताजी। कृपया, by being merciful to all other living entities. Bhutajam, because of other living entities. Dukkham, suffering. Devam, suffering imposed by providence. Jayat, one should give up. Samadhina, by trance or meditation. Atmajam, suffering due to body and mind. Yoga Viryena, by practicing of Hatha Yoga, Pranayam, and so forth. Nidram, sleeping. Sattva Nishevaya, by developing Brahmanical qualifications or the mode of goodness. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. By good behavior and freedom from envy, one should contract sufferings due to other living entities. By meditation in trance, one should counteract sufferings due to providence. And by practicing Hatha Yoga, Pranayam and so forth, one should counteract suffering due to the body and mind. Similarly, by developing mode of goodness, especially in regard to eating, one should conquer sleep. Purport. By practice, one should avoid eating in such a way that other living entities will be disturbed and suffer. Since I suffer when pinched or killed by others, I should not attempt to pinch or kill any other living entity. People do not know that because of killing innocent animals, they themselves will have to suffer severe reactions from material nature. Any country where people indulge in unnecessary killing of animals will have to suffer from wars and pestilence imposed by material nature. Comparing one's own suffering to the suffering of others, therefore, one should be kind to all living entities. One cannot avoid suffering inflicted by providence, and therefore, when suffering comes, one should fully absorb in chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. One can avoid sufferings from the body and mind by practicing mystic Hatha Yoga. Hare Krishna. So before starting to speak, I would like to beg blessings of all Vaishnavas present here, that whatever I speak, I try to apply in my life. My words may be like parrot speaking, so kindly bless me that someday I can realize these words. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur tells this story that one time in one village, there was one person and he learned 3 words from English. Yes, no, all right. And he thought he is very learned. So whole village used to respect that person because he knows 3 words of English. And one time, few people murdered somebody and they plotted so that this person get caught. So this person was presented in court and he was thinking that because I know English, I can impress the judge and judge will think that I am very cultured person and then he will leave me. So judge is speaking to him in Bengali and he is replying in English. So judge asked him that, did you kill that person? He said, yes. He said, was there anybody else with you? No. He said, we will hang you. He said, all right. So parrot knowledge leads to such problems, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati tells that so-called spiritualists, they learn something from sadhus, they learn something from scriptures, but without realization they harm themselves. So therefore, before speaking, I would beg blessings of all Vaishnavas here so that I try to apply whatever I am speaking. So this canto, we are reading a special chapter, Instructions for the Civilized Human Beings. And at one point Narad Muni is telling that no matter wherever you are, whatever position you are in, persons will fall down. And the reason for fall down is nobody is satisfied. There is no limit to what somebody gets, then also they are not satisfied. And therefore they fall down. So a natural question can come that what give rise to this dissatisfaction? So Narad Muni is telling about 6 anarthas in heart and how to counteract these 6 anarthas. So previous 2-3 verses we heard how to get rid of 6 anarthas. Now somebody may say that I am very pious person I don't have any anarthas, or at least they don't manifest very grossly. So then what? So Narad Muni is telling for them, at least 3 miseries are there that nobody can avoid. Somebody pious, impious, whoever he is, 3 miseries of world will affect him. So in this verse, Narad Muni is telling how to avoid 3 miseries of life. We commonly tell them as Adi Bhautik, Adi Atmik, and Adi Daivik. So first, Narad Muni is telling about Adi Bhautik Klesh. How one can avoid this Adi Bhautik Klesh. Adi Bhautik Klesh means misery inflicted by other living entities. And it is very interesting to see if we compare all demons who came to fight with Krishna in Vrindavan, they lie in these 3 categories. Some demons lie in Adi Bhautik, some demons lie in Adi Daivik, some demons lie in Adi Atmik. So, one of such demon is Aghasur. Aghasur engulfed all Gopkumaras. So like snake bite is Adi Bhautik Klesh, Aghasur was implicating Adi Bhautik Klesh on Brajavasis. Another serpent was Kaliya. He polluted Yamuna water, and because of poison, Gopas and cows were dead practically. So these Adi Bhautik Kleshas, they are represented also by these demons. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur very interestingly tells how these demons represent some anarthas. Like Aghasur represents cruelty, and Kaliya represents violence. So these are like completely arrogant features. And Prabhupada is telling in this purport the same thing. That how when we inflict pain on others, violence on others, that is the result of our suffering. So it is very much connected. This demon is representing the disease. And this cruelty or violence or brutality, these are like symptoms of the disease. And Krishna is medicine who is contracting this disease. So Srila Prabhupada used to tell that when you inflict pain on others, you should think that when it happens to yourself, how you will tolerate. Like somebody used to tell, like one person was debating with Prabhupada, he said, animals cannot speak, they are not very high in their consciousness. So what is the problem in killing them? So Prabhupada told that if your son is dumb, if your son is little handicapped, will you kill and eat your son? So when it comes to our own self, then we realize. Because we always think as per our little knowledge. Whatever little level we have, we will always think according to that. Like again, one story, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur tells that one time there was one boatman and he was pulling his boat to the bank. And when they have to pull boat to the bank, they have to stand on the bank and pull the boat. So as he was doing that, there were a lot of thorns on the bank. So his feet get cut. And then he was thinking that one day I will become very rich person and I will put cushions in all the banks of rivers so that my feet will not get cut. So his aim is only as per his level. He is thinking that if I'll get rich, then also ultimately I'll be remaining boatman only. So that is the thing, that we always act as per our level. Like sometimes some hippies used to come and they used to challenge Prabhupada. Like Guruma showed this in Abhacharan. One hippie stands in middle of class and he says, Swamiji, you were saying that if I don't follow Krishna consciousness, I'll become dog. I have no problem in becoming dog. Prabhupada said, my best wishes to you. You become dog. So actually, even to understand these principles of sensitivity, which Prabhupada is telling here, somebody needs that kind of level. Otherwise, by nature, everybody is envious of each other. And therefore, the remedy given for Adi Bhautik Klesh is just opposite to brutality, violence or cruelty. Just opposite of it is good behavior and free from envy. Envy is called as hinsa. And just opposite of hinsa is taking care of others, free from envy. Nirmatsaranam. So, in a way we see in Vrindavan, these two demons are representing these qualities and Krishna killed them. So, devotee stands exactly opposite to these qualities and therefore it is very much connected that here we see that good behavior and being free from envy can free us from Adi Bhautik Klesha. Sometimes these logics become very abstract. What is the connection between them? But there is connection. Whole Bhagavatam is connected. Then second misery which is presented here is Adi Devika Klesh. Adi Devik Klesh means natural disasters. In Vrindavan, many demons created natural disasters. Like first one was Trinavrat, created storm. And everybody was blinded. Nobody can see each other. This anartha is compared by Bhaktivinoda Thakur as false pride. When somebody has false pride, then he cannot see good in himself, nor cannot see good in others. Actually cannot see fault in himself and good in others. That is the nature of false pride. So Trinavrat was disturbing our Brajavasis. And that is very much symbolic that in our devotional service this false pride comes and disturbs our whole spiritual status. Like there was one frog one time and he got one penny, athanni. And he became very proud. Oh, I got a lot of wealth. Now I will not allow anybody to touch my well. So every day royal elephant used to come to that well. And the caretaker of elephant used to bathe elephant from water of that well. So this day, this frog sat on the wall of the well and he was guarding the well. That now I am very rich, I will not allow this elephant to come and take my water. And he was sitting on his athanni. When this elephant came, so this frog became very furious. He was started to shout in his own sound, cracking sound. Shouting that don't come, this is my well. But elephant will not listen. Elephant was continuing to come forward. So this frog said that now I'll fight with elephant. So frog jumped towards the elephant. And what happened? The frog came under the feet of elephant and papad frog. So this happens out of false pride. We can't see in which problem we are going. Like Trinavat blinded all Brajavasis. Another demon who created Adi Devik Klesh is Indra, not demon, demigod. He created another natural disturbance, rainfall. And whole Brajmandal was getting flooded. All Brajavasis ran towards Krishna and then Krishna saved them. Bhaktivinoda Thakur again compares this whole episode with the tendency of thinking I am supreme, I am great. And when somebody thinks I am great, then he just make mockery out of himself. What Indra did. Indra tried to drown Brajmandal, but at the end of the day, he only fell down in the pit. So, this anartha of feeling oneself as supreme is demonstrated by Indra. And that also falls under the category of Adi Devik. It happens with everybody. Like in our hometown, this one person comes to collect garbage before this scheme of garbage, this van. So this person used to come and collect garbage. And he was so puffed up. He used to say, if you don't come in time, I will not take your garbage. So even garbage person is so proud of himself. So what to speak of Indra? The hippies used to come to Prabhupada and say, I am God. And Prabhupada used to say that, this is the height of stupidity. One time Prabhupada was giving a lecture and one hippie started speaking. Tell me when Bhagavad Gita was written. Prabhupada said 5,000 years back. He said, no, this is wrong. Bhagavad Gita was written 1500 years back. Where did you get to know from how many years back, 5,000 years, where did you get this? So Prabhupada said, I am not your father's servant. If we translate this in Hindi, we'll get nice flavor. Prabhupada said, I'm not a father's servant, I'm Krishna's servant. So people become so proud. They have no knowledge, they have no status as such, but they become proud of their own anarthas. And therefore, this Adi Devi Klesh, with respect to demons who came to Vrindavan, is representing this quality of false pride. Another thing happened in Vrindavan. Jai Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan Krishna Balaram Gauranitai ki. Jai Sri Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki. Jai Sri Sri Pradesh Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Another thing happened in Vrindavan, which was Adi Devaka Klesh, forest fire. This forest fire was another Adi Devi Klesh which Brajvasis were facing. But this forest fire is compared by Bhaktivinoda Thakur as internal fight among devotees, internal disagreement between devotees. Again, why internal fights happen? Why internal disagreements happen? Because we think we are very great. So central theme of all these demons who represented Adi Devaki Klesh in Vrindavan, central theme was false pride. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur told, when some devotees were fighting, even in his presence, to get nice room in Bagh Bazar Gaudiya Math. So Saraswati Thakur told that Agun Jolbe, one day everything will burn in fire. What is that fire? Fire is disagreement between devotees. And we saw that in Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati after he departed, after few days, the disciples started to fight. So this happens because of false pride. And just opposite of this false pride is Tranadapi Sunichena Taruriva Seshrana Amanina Manadena Kirtanya Sadahari. Just opposite of this false pride. So we may say, oh, for Brajvasis, Krishna came, extinguished forest fire. He killed Trinavrat. He humbled Indra. For us, this is Krishna's presence to kill these anarthas. Trinadapi Sunichena. And therefore Prabhupada is mentioning in purport, then when things are out of control, we can't stop Adi Devaka Kleshas. So what we should do is just absorb ourselves in chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we can just absorb ourselves. Like Guru Maharaj used to tell many times, when your mind is disturbed, just pick up your bead bag and chant. You will feel very, very elated and very, very enlivened. There is story of Gautam Buddha also. One time he was traveling with his followers and they had to cross one little river. It's not like lot of water, but little water, like a canal. And they were thirsty also. So as they were about to drink water from that canal, so one cart passed by. And because the cart passed, what happened? Mud was like mixing with water and the water became dirty. So Buddha told, wait, let the dirt settle. Then another cart gone. So these followers were becoming agitated that what we should do, should we stop the carts? Buddha said, no, you can't stop the carts. All you can do is wait. Have patience. Utsaha nishchaya dhairya. So Prabhupada is telling the best way to deal with Adi Deva Klesh is one should become absorbed in chanting the holy name. That is the remedy. Meditation in trance. And for us, meditation is chanting the holy name. Another misery of material existence is Adi Atmik Klesha. It deals with one's own body and mind. Again, we see in life of Sri Krishna and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu how they freed their devotees from these miseries of mind and body. Like in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, we saw many, many examples. Like when Mahaprabhu went to South India, he cured leper Brahmana. He had leprosy and he cured him. Then when he was in Sarvam Bhattacharya's house for taking prasad, Amog offended. And Amog got this disease. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cured him. Then if we speak about Sanatan Goswami had two problems. One is he got problem from his body, that he was diseased. He had these boils all over his body. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him and cured his disease. And Sanatan Goswami had another problem, that is of mind. Biggest problem of mind is, the epitome of stress is when person starts to think about committing suicide. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rectified that also. That this is not your body, how you can end your body. So both ways Chaitanya Mahaprabhu freed Sanatan Goswami from Adi Atmik Klesha. And then about Jagadananda Pandit, he was very angry from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he didn't accept the oil brought by him. But then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just by knocking on his door and telling in loving words, then Jagadananda, I will take prasad at your place. Just by speaking this much, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relieved Jagadananda from mental stress. So this is Krishna's hand. When a devotee is suffering from Adi Atmik Klesh, he will arrange something so that we can be relieved of that misery. But how it is related? Here Prabhupada is telling that Hatha Yoga, Srimad Bhagavatam is telling by Hatha Yoga one can avoid Adi Atmik Klesh. In Vrindavan, one demon represents Adi Atmik Klesh. That is Shaktashur. This demon was invisible. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur compares him with bad habits. Bad habits which we carry that are compared to Shaktashur. And because of which we suffer due to our own selves. Another thing which Shaktashur represents is lethargy, which is exactly the fourth point described in this verse. That by goodness, one should control sleep, or in broader terms, ignorance. So this Shaktashur was again killed by Krishna. How? By kicking. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur tells this is like endeavor of devotee in Krishna consciousness. Again, Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga means yoga with determination. And Prabhupada tells in one lecture that real Hatha Yoga is Krishna consciousness. Because devotee endeavors in Krishna consciousness with full determination. So when a devotee endeavors like that, he easily overcome this bondage of Adi Atmik Klesh, which is represented by Shaktashur in Vrindavan. So this Bhagavatam is perfectly telling how Lord saves His devotees. On our part, we have to just endeavor. And when we endeavor, Lord is prepared to give us protection. He is called as Prapanna Ashni Panjara. Sanatan Goswami tells this. What does it mean? Prapanna means one who has surrendered. Somebody who has surrendered unto Krishna to protect him, Ashni Panjara. Krishna becomes a fort, a killa around that devotee. And when he becomes fort, nobody can affect such devotee. No miseries can affect that devotee. So all we have to do is, we have to take shelter of holy name as described in this verse. And we can easily get rid of these miseries of life. And then we can really experience Vaikuntha. Like Krishna, another name, Srimad Vaikuntha Nayak. Why Vaikuntha Nayak? Because in his presence, there is no miseries. So therefore, Prabhupada is telling, by good behavior and freedom from envy, one should contract sufferings due to other living entities. By meditation and trance, one should contract sufferings due to providence. And by practicing Hatha Yoga, Pranayam and so forth, one should contract sufferings due to body and mind. Similarly, by developing mode of goodness, especially in regard of eating, one should conquer sleep. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. If there is any question or comment or correction. So we'll end here. Yes, okay. Hatha, if in general terms, if we tell, there are many meanings of one word in Sanskrit. So if we see Hatha, another word meaning of Hatha is determination. So if a devotee is determined in his Krishna consciousness, that is the best yoga. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, what Krishna is telling? Yoginam api sarvesham yad gatina antaratmana. That is the best yoga. So we can see from this example of Shaktasur, which Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling, when somebody is determined in his Krishna consciousness, one can easily get rid of two things. One is his bad habits and another is his lethargy. These are the two reasons for one's adhyatmic kleshas. So when we practice Krishna consciousness with determination, as Sri Rupa Goswami also telling, Nishchayat, then easily we can practice Hatha Yoga. And Prabhupada used to preach this. When he was in New York in initial days, maximum his followers were from this Hatha Yoga camp. Prabhupada used to tell them, real Hatha Yoga is become Krishna conscious, chant Hare Krishna. This is real Hatha Yoga. Because he is giving you perfection beyond body. General Hatha Yoga is just for body. But this Krishna consciousness is giving liberation from miseries of body, mind and soul. So that is what real Hatha Yoga is. Yes. Any other question or comment? So we'll end here. Yesterday Chittari Prabhu told me a very nice thing, that on Dwadashi day, if we end class early, we get blessings of all Vaishnavas. So we'll end here. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. Srila Prabhupada ki.